Hi, my name is Alex, and I'm a funnel builder, Facebook ads expert. I'm super excited to share with Pearl today on Conversations with Pearl.
Hello, sunshine, good to see you again. Had to walk out to let you back in. Stuck in a storm of a relationship. Lost my fire. Oh, and I forgot about me for way too long. But it's rolled on. Now there ain't no shade around here. Once you leave the clouds, you're under. Ain't it funny how there ain't no rain or clear? Why'd it take so long to leave you in the rearview mirror? Now nobody gonna steal my sunshine or turn my blue sky gray. All I know is at the end of the day, wildflowers grow when there ain't no shade.
Hey everybody, it's Pearl again from Conversations with Pearl and Women's Successful Living. I'm so excited to have you on today, and we're doing things a little different. Today, we actually have a gentleman joining us, and I'm so excited to share Alex with you. He's an extraordinary individual who has conquered the world of entrepreneurship and coaching. Starting his coaching business for college students wasn't a walk in the park, but Alex's unwavering determination and growth mindset propelled him to overcome challenges and achieve remarkable success. Now he's on a mission to help other coaches experience similar results. With Alex's expert guidance, coaches can triple their business in just 90 days through his fully supported program. But that's not all. By utilizing his done for you approach, Alex saves these coaches an incredible 30 hours of precious time each week. And who does not want to spend a lot of time with saving time? Imagine the freedom of having more time, flexibility in location, and financial abundance. If you're ready to unlock your true potential and embark on a journey of transformation, Alex is the person to turn to. His experience, knowledge, and genuine desire to help others succeed make him the perfect guide. Get ready to witness the incredible impact Alex can have on your coaching business as he helps you achieve extraordinary results and the freedom you've always dreamed of. And so those of you that are listening, if you've ever thought about you want to get into the coaching world or you want to start your entrepreneurship, sit back, take notes, because this is going to be a fun ride. We're going to get some great tidbits in business. So Alex, welcome to the show today.
Thanks, Pearl. That was an awesome introduction. Uh, I'm flying right now.
Yay. Awesome. So tell us, Alex, what brought you into the world of wanting to help people like myself grow their business and make a difference on what we're doing today?
Absolutely. So this all started a decade ago when I started as a growth marketer in Silicon Valley, helping startups, and that's when my entrepreneurship dream started. And I was trying a lot of different businesses, failing most of the time. And one thing that I noticed was marketing was not strong enough. So to learn marketing, I thought, let's start a coaching business. And because I was already an expert in the field, in the tech industry, and I wanted to go into coaching. And that's when I started. And even then, it did not work. We tried a bunch of different stuff. It did not work. And that's when I found Russell Brunson, his teachings on marketing, coaching, and how you could, build your business up from scratch without, a lot of money, getting VC funding or something like that. And his teaching on funnels was an eye opening. And I would learn something from Russell, implement it, and saw that, become a success in business. And it worked. And it was like, amazing. And I would learn something else, implement in the business, and see immediate results. That's when I was like falling in head over heels love with marketing. And I was losing my interest in coaching and falling in love with marketing. But still, I pursued it for nearly 4 years, and we were able to build up my coaching business to $500,000 in revenue in very short period of time. And after that, I had this calling that I wanted to serve a lot of my fellow entrepreneurs out there, fellow coaches out there. And we built this awesome system, this marketing system that was able to generate leads, sales, and more customers for us. And we wanted to serve others, and we just copy pasted that system, and we were able to see success for all our clients as well. And that's my calling. Now I've completely transformed my life and the lives of several of our clients, and we are building their businesses together, and that's life fulfilled for me as well.
It's so powerful. It's a great example too that you gave, Alex. Like when you're on a path of doing one thing and I talked to somebody today earlier on that's going to be on one of our episodes, about that exactly. Like you're on a path to doing something and you really, you're loving it, you're doing it. And then you see something that's working and gosh, this is working so good in my business. I can't keep this a secret, right? I need to
Mhm.
share this. And so then as you start to share it, you realize, wow, I love that passion, but this is really cool because now I didn't just touch lives in my coaching business, but now I'm helping to touch lives of people who are like me that are coaching and helping them to see the great rewards that I've gotten and to be able to grow my business. And so then you kind of do this pivot to this new way of, what you're doing and marketing. And so I will tell you, marketing has always been my biggest challenge. Like I'm very much word of mouth. I'm all over TikTok. I'm on all the social medias. And, my coaches are always going, you need to sell, you need to sell. And I'm like, I just want people to get to know me. You forget that you have to sell too, right? That's the only way you're going to make money is you've got to sell. So the one thing that always freaks me out is funnels, right?
Mhm.
So you kind
Mhm.
of touched on that. So tell me when you're working with your clients, how do you help them understand that a funnel is so necessary? And for me, like I'm not a tech person. I always tell my son, "Hey, I need help with my phone, Nate. Can you come give me a hand?" Or my
Mhm.
Netflix isn't working. Can you come look at it? So hearing funnels and those kind of things, that's like a doctor talking about surgery to me, right? So
Mhm.
tell me why is it something that's important, and how do you help open your clients' eyes to understanding that having a funnel, how it can change their business?
Absolutely. That's a very important and very good question. I love talking about funnels. So I want to start by saying that, you hate sales, right? You don't want to be on sales calls all day. What if I tell you that funnels are your replacement in the digital world and they could sell you your stuff on autopilot 24/7 without you being on sales call? It's just your replacement in the digital world. So, traditionally websites, were doing most of the sales, but they don't have the marketing element to it because they have a bunch of distractions and people are not guided towards a certain destination. But whereas when you think about a funnel, it has a certain objective, and the goal of the funnel is to convert a person who's figuring out you for the first time. We call it cold audience in the marketing realm. And then we convert them to a warm audience, which is a person who know about you, knows that you are someone who could solve their problem, and then convert them to a hot audience who are ready to buy from you, and then to a customer who's purchased from you. So all these transactions, all these transformations happen inside a funnel automatically, and that's why we call it a funnel. We drive traffic to a funnel, a bunch of people, cold audience who haven't heard about you. You convert a portion of them to a warm audience, and then a portion of them to hot, and then a portion of them uh, to your customers. So that's why we call it as a funnel.
So in other words, it can take away the stress of trying to do a sale and have everybody kind of step into you and kind of get a little piece of what you do and then learn more from there. It sounds like, right?
Exactly. And there are so many different types of funnels depending on the objectives. And this is where value ladder comes into play as well. So, value ladder is something that, let's say a coach in their business want to offer for their customers. It could be a free uh, to do list or something like that. And then there's the incremental value that you give in terms of the other services that you provide. It could be a course, it could be a masterclass. And then that increases to a done with your coaching program, and then that increases to a done for your program. You have funnels for all these different types of different products, you call it, in your business. And then the job of that particular funnel is to take the customer who's learning about that particular product or service for the first time, and build relationship with them, pre-frame them, pre-qualify them, and sell them at the end.
Awesome. And so for the listeners that are listening, if they're just starting to, you know, get into the realm of their business, why should they look at something like a funnel for their business? And let's talk about whether they're a coach or whether they offer some sort of service. any kind of
Mhm.
service at all. Why should somebody look at that?
So definitely, a funnel is more of a necessity for any business at this stage because of the competition. I would say because everyone's having their digital presence now. They're producing content. They're talking to more and more people, networking online, and you know. Kind of like you, when you're in a networking event or a party, you have your business card, right? Your funnel becomes your business card in your digital world, and instead of pitching your product or service on a sales call all day long, your funnel does that for your client automatically. And whenever you're talking to someone in your messenger, in Facebook, Instagram, social media, you can just redirect them to your funnel, and your funnel will take care of the rest. You need not be on the call. So that's the whole kind of reason behind that. And one of the other reasons that we need a funnel is to convert traffic that's owned by these social media to traffic that you own. The What I mean by that is, if we're usually hanging out in Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and all these gigantic problems, and we have like huge following over there. And what happens if that platform goes down? And what happens? You get blocked. You lose all your followers, you lose all your network in that. And that's why what we do is we have a lead magnet funnel where we take people from there, our followers from these social media platforms, and get them to that lead magnet funnel and get their email address. And now you convert the traffic that's in these social media platforms to traffic that you own, and you could email your list anytime that you want. And that traffic is your own traffic, and you have all the control over it. And you can sell all your services, you can talk to all those people. It's your amazing network that you own.
So here's a good question. Who is a funnel not for?
I would say a funnel is not for. That's a really good question. As a funnel advocate, I would say, there can be funnel used in all types of businesses and services that people provide. I've seen people use it for dating as well. I've had a guy who drove Facebook ads, talking about what all he does, and that goes into a funnel, and people could sign up for that as well. So funnel, you can do anything with funnel. That's my point.
Oh my God, that is so funny. I guess you can do it for anything.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So when you're helping somebody to do a funnel, um, I know that the cost can range differently, right? So what should somebody who's listening to us that's maybe an entrepreneur, what is something they should consider budget wise?
Definitely, it depends on the need, the types of services that they offer. A simple lead magnet funnel could cost a few $100s, probably in $200 to $500 range. But then when we, have like higher ticket products like a course funnel or a coaching funnel or an application funnel, e-commerce funnel, those funnels can be really expensive depending on the amount of work involved. It could cost a few $1,000s to build.
And would you say that having a funnel, so I'm all about self-care. So that's something we talk about here often, right? Having your self-care, balance in your life. So having a funnel, is it something that's easy to do, or like is hiring you, of course, is the ultimate goal, right? But you know how some people think they can do it themselves, right? What would you
Mhm.
say is the biggest mistake you see entrepreneurs do when they try to build a funnel themselves?
The biggest mistake is, it's um, I just did a reel, and this is what I talk about. Entrepreneurs are like bakers who are trying to buy a lot of flour. Instead, what they need is someone to knead the dough. So entrepreneurs, they're good at the things that they're good at, which is coaching, running their business, delegating stuff. So funnel building is an art in itself. I understand that money can be difficult starting, but if you could partner with someone for exchange of services, some kind of trade that you could do and get the job done, because funnel is the most important thing in your business. And if you could work out a deal and figure out how you could work with each other and partner, that would be amazing. And that's what my advice would be.
I love that idea. It's good. So for those listening, do something like a barter system, or I don't know if you've heard of iTex or not, Alex, but there's a company called iTex. It's a great barter system. I'm in that.
Mm.
I've bartered for catering before, places to stay and things like that. So that's a great idea for those that are listening to do that. And still talking around self-care. So having somebody do it is so amazing. When my business coach, Julie, the one thing she talks about is look at your business and decide what your value is per hour, right? So if your value
Mhm.
is $350 an hour, if you're doing a job that's like somebody who's like a $15 an hour job, should you be doing that job, right? And
Exactly.
if the answer is no, then find, a virtual assistant or something like that to help you, because it helps you focus more in your business and what you're around to, what you really want to accomplish and your mission and vision is, right? And those you want to help. And I think the same thing applies with things like what you do, Alex, about building funnels. If you are going to spend, your time trying to figure out how to do a funnel, do the copywriting and everything, and if you are not a copywriter or don't know, have that, like
Mhm.
I said earlier, if you don't want to be the doctor of the funnel, then hiring somebody like Alex would be the answer to do, because it relieves stress off of you. What's the most complicated funnel you've ever done?
So the most complicated funnel that I did was for a course selling a membership site. And the complicated thing about that was the amount of uh, course material that we had was so large, and it was packaged into one particular course, and it had like 43 different modules about, and each of the module had like an individual speaker, and they had like hundreds of videos in them. And it was hard for us to organize it, upload it, and to build it into a funnel, because, it was chaos all over it, because we were coordinating with 43 people at the same time. And that was the biggest challenge, working with people. But tech wise, if we have like a system in place that helps us to get things done, it would make our lives a lot easier. But coordinating with 43 different people, and getting the content from them in an organized way, that's the biggest challenge. And if it's not organized, we usually organize it. And that was the biggest hassle that we had. But it took a little bit longer than expected, but we completed the project successfully.
That's awesome. And so I got to know Alex a couple weeks ago. We talked before we scheduled Alex to come on the show with us today. And so Alex, like I said, I'm also about self-care and balance. So I would love for you to tell everybody, where are you coming on from right now?
What do you mean coming on?
What country are you in from right now?
Oh, I'm from India right now.
So, and then you also come to the States, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I live in the US, San Jose, but I have a newborn son, so I'm visiting them in India right now.
So you guys, you understand that. So that's what's really cool. That's one of the reasons why I want Alex on today is he's still running his business while he's enjoying that self-care, that family time, right? So he's over in India, brought his newborn baby over there so the baby can, meet all the grandparents, all the extended family, but he's still running his business. And so that's the really beauty of, finding your harmony in your life, as I like to say, is how can you do the things you love, but still be with the people you enjoy, right? That love one and everything. So I would love to know, Alex, with you being over there, what's
Mhm.
what's one of the biggest challenges you've had since I know you've been there for a little bit and you'll be back soon, but what's one of the biggest challenges you find with being over there and I don't know where your clients are 100% based at, but what are some of your challenges you find when you travel like that and try to balance out that world? Especially, I'm sure you and I have a big time difference right now too.
Exactly.
So how do you do
So
that?
yeah, my clients are based on the East Coast, and the biggest challenge is my sleep schedule and staying up late, and it gets shifted. Uh, a lot. Sometimes I get up at 7 a.m. Sometimes I get up at 10 a.m. Sometimes I feel sleepy in the middle of the day. and it's all over the place. I tried so many different things to make sure that my sleep schedule is stable. I something will work and I'll have a steady sleep schedule for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then something happens, like someone comes over and I have to stay up, and it gets messed up again, and I would struggle for a week, and then it'll go back to normal, and it takes another interruption for me to mess it all up again. So that's the biggest challenge that I have. But nowadays, working, this after COVID, it has become a remote world. So we have all the tech and the systems and processes that we need to work remotely. So business wise, I'm all set. The only thing that I miss is, going to networking events physically and meeting people, talking to them face to face. That builds the level of trust, which the remote world cannot build. So that's the one thing that I miss.
Yeah, I agree with you. Being at that face to face does have a different level of trust than always being behind a computer camera and such. I totally, I get that. I agree with you. It's nice to be back out, post COVID, be able to be around people and such. But I think it's really cool that when you can find something like you're doing today and you're enjoying doing what you're doing, that we can find time to be with our family and such. So it's been so much fun having you on. So tell everybody where they can find you, Alex.
So they could visit my website. It's expertology.cc, expertology.cc. And I'm always active on Facebook. So search for Alex A, and you could reach out to me there as well.
Awesome. And so everybody knows we're going to put all the contact for Alex in the show notes. But one of the things that we do, Alex, is that we have these cards, and you guys already forewarned Alex about it. And so on these cards, they're called Better Questions, Better Life. And those that are listening or watching, you can go to YouTube and you'll see the cards there, or you can go on to betterquestionsbetterlife.com and you can get your card. I get no feedback. These cards are amazing. I journal with these. I meditate with these. They're just so much fun. So I'm going to shuffle them, and Alex is going to tell me when to stop, and we're going to have him answer the question. So here we go, Alex. Tell me when to stop.
Now.
All right. So Alex, your question is, this is a big one. Your question says, why do I exist?
Because God has given me this wonderful life to fulfill His purpose and serve everyone around me.
I love that. That is so cool. So cool. So I just want to remind everybody that Alex, again, all his contacts will be in the show notes. You'll be able to get that. We'll post everything. But I want to remind all of you that are listening, I brought Alex on today because oftentimes my listeners are business owners, and you are looking for ways to have some balance and harmony in your life, and having somebody like Alex in your back pocket to help you build things like a funnel definitely helps free up time in your business. And why not? Everybody, like Alex said, you can even make a funnel for dating. So why not have something that brings you some business in, some income in, but also helps you create harmony in your life? So if you want more information, make sure you connect with Alex. And remember, every Sunday evening, we have our Shiro League. We meet 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. If you want to be around a group of strong, happy, empowered, radiant, and original women, then you need to join us. All you have to do is email pearl@wsliving.com. That's pearl@wsliving.com. Put in the subject Shiro, and we'll get you the link. I hope you guys remember that you come into this world, you're a little rough on the outside, but as you work on all the things you have to work on the inside, you have your own personal inner pearl, and I hope you go out and find it today. Have a great day.
Hello, sunshine, good to see you again. Had to walk out to let you back in. Stuck in a